program start, the user is presented with a couple of different options. On the left, they can select from a list of recent projects, or they can click on the Browse button. To the right, we have the New Project button, which is what the user may select in order to create a new project. When the user clicks on a recent project, the project window is loaded. If the user wants to browse for an existing project, they can do so by clicking on the Browse button. This brings them to a file explorer where they can navigate to their saved file. Setting up a new project, the user is first presented with the Project Details window. This is where the user can enter the name of their project as well as any sort of details associated with it. After filling out the sequence details, the user comes to this screen, which is the Manual Universe configuration. This is where the user will set up their universe. They can establish how many fireboxes, lunchboxes, and eSquibs they want to have. Next, we come to the Squib Groups window. This is where the user can define custom groups of squibs or edit existing groups of squibs. While editing a group of squibs, the user must set the group they're currently working on before they can create a new group or select an existing group. Groups can be selected by clicking on either the lunchbox number code representing an individual lunchbox, by clicking on an entire firebox, or by clicking on individual squibs themselves. When clicking on the various user-defined groups, the selected squibs within that group are highlighted in the main schematic view window. In the event that the user is working with a very large universe layout, they can right-click and drag the schematic view in order to view the rest of the universe. In the event the user loses track of the universe, they can always reset by clicking the Origin button. Next, we'll take a look at the Sequence Selector window. This is where the majority of the work is done. This is where the user can select from a list of pre-canned sequences and apply those sequences to a specific group at a rate that they define. The user may then preview the sequence by clicking on the Play button. The user may also insert a pause in their sequence, during which time no squibs will be fired, by selecting the pause firing from the pre-canned sequences and adjusting the rate or the length that they want the firing to be paused for. Now we'll walk through a full project setup from start to finish. First, click New Project. Then you'll be able to fill out your project details, including the name and the details of your project. Clicking on Next, you'll be brought to the Manual Universe configuration window. Here, we'll just define a simple 1x1x8 universe. In the Squib Groups window, we will create one group in which squibs are selected in a collapsing order. Remember that when you apply a sequence, the sequence will be applied in the order that squibs are selected. Now we'll add a simple universe sweep, and then a universe sweep to the first group, and do so one more time, previewing the sequence. Finally, we come to the sequence preview window. This is where the user may actually send their sequence to the physical hardware, or they can preview it one more time in the top schematic view. Once your COM port has been set, you can send your sequence to the universe and it will be run on the physical hardware. In the event that the user tries to fire a sequence on, say, a firebox that doesn't exist, they'll be presented with an error message notifying them that a firebox could not be contacted and that this is likely due to the fact that that firebox does not exist. So there you have it. We hope you've enjoyed SOAP.